O'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Honoring the United States, that was Skylar Cole with the singing of tonight's national anthem.
They say revenge is a dish that's best served cold. The good, young, we all grow old. In a world where you never defeat you, and if he cries wolf, you can never believe him. Easy to say, so they say. Be a good boy, Johnny. Don't you ever play with. So they say, so they say. You gotta crawl before you walk and walk before you. So they say.
Thanks for joining us. And with the season still getting up to full speed, here are the latest power rankings. Let's see who's off to the races. You look at Chicago, they're making moves up the standings, claiming that fourth spot.
Seeing where the Celtics are, they're going in the wrong direction. The good news, it's still super early in the season. Lots of games still to be played and lots of time to flip the switch.
Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Brown in at small forward. And for the Pacers, Nembhard and Mathurin, they're the wings. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Halliburton in at the point. Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, B.A. At 7'2", it isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence.
Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player.
Now here's Brown. Tatum, a screen on Mathurin. Here's Brown. Mathurin with a rebound. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Tries to save it, and the ball out of bounds. The Celtics will have it. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Brown against Mathurin. It's rebounded by Indiana. Their last game, a win against the Magic, looking to carry it into this one.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
Turner, a screen on White. Back to Turner. Takes the 3. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
I'll tell you, for a big man with his length, Miles Turner shoots it well from deep. This guy outstanding at spacing the floor.
Tatum, a screen on Mathurin. Here's Brown. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And it's Mathurin missing. The Celtics have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Porzingis passes to Holiday. Puts the move on. And he takes it up and lays it in. Year after year, this early portion of the season is characterized by a great deal of overreaction, Grant.
The media and fans build up a lot of expectations in the offseason. And it's not that bad, but when those expectations aren't met, watch out. Listen, we all just need to settle down and see how things play out. The season is still very young. He didn't have his feet planted.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Easy money for Kristaps Porzingis. That's 7-3 we're talking about.
Pacers trail by 3. Mathurin with the ball. Defended by Brown. Here's White. Oh, botches the breakaway layup. Indiana has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, BA, if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
Halliburton's shot is good.
Well, you love when guards are unafraid to get to the painted area and finish. Go ahead, Tyrese.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him, what makes Kristaps Porzingis such a great player? He said, look at him. He's over 7 feet. He's just a huge guy. Kristaps has serious skill on offense, and defensively, that size can really be a factor. He's a two-way problem. It'll be interesting to see how they play him tonight.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And with this break, a chance to see the best passers in the league from last season. Tyrese Halliburton on top.
It was a virtuoso performance. They ran the offense through him time and time again.
And the Celtics making a change here. Al Horford's checked in for Porzingis. Craig comes in for Tatum. Hauser, he's checked in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Brown. To the inside. Sam, no good, trying to use the glass.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Shepard, that's good.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
To the paint. It's tipped. Left side, Brown. In transition, here come the Pacers.
Boy, the anticipation of Obi Toppin on that one. Gets the steal, gets him out in transition.
Celtics trail by 3. Pass to Pritchard. Puts up a 3. Siakam pulls down the board. And Siakam has got the ball here for Indiana. And this is their first time matched up with the Celtics this year.
And last year they won this season series, but then they couldn't get past those guys in the playoffs.
Substitution on the court.
16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Three-pointer, Halliburton hitting his 3rd shot in 7 looks.
Well, it's been early in his career, but Tyrese Halliburton has proven to be extremely dangerous from range.
Here's Horford. Uses the glass on the layup.
Assistant, Shireman.
And here are the Pacers now. With 1 on the clock. That shot off. Tyrese Halliburton getting it done for Indiana. 8 points in the quarter. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
On the floor for Boston, they've got Peyton Pritchard, Torrey Craig out there with Al Horford. Then there's Jason Tatum, and it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. Pritchard gets it to go.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And you know, you look at someone like Peyton Pritchard, Doris, heady guy who doesn't make many mistakes.
Yeah, maybe his best attribute in my mind is the competitive spirit and the motor he plays with. He's a fearless shot taker, either inside or from three-point range. He makes excellent choices with his passes. But again, I go back to that competitive toughness.
Here's McConnell. The Celtics making their last shot. With the drive. Soft touch off the glass. McConnell's got his first points of the game.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Cornette's checked in for Boston. Celtics trail by 5.
To the Celtics, number 40, Rick Cornette.
Inside. Here's Hauser. Rebounded by Halliburton. That's tipped. Hauser passes to Cornette. It's good. Cornette's gotten his first basket of the night.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Pass to Jackson. Left side, Neesmith. Second shot opportunity. Tatum against Jackson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Tatum. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, guys, after their run to the conference finals last season, the Pacers moved to secure their roster moving forward, re-signing Pascal Siakam and Obi Toppin, and then extending Andrew Nembhard. With a young team that's already shown so much promise, there is upside in staying the course. This team should have some staying power for years to come, guys.
No doubt about it. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Tatum, shot is good.
The rise and fire by Jason Tatum, ready to catch it and score it immediately.
Halliburton. Tyrese playing big in the painted area.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Celtics trail by 6. Tatum looking it over. Pass to Hauser. Cornette in the post. He's against Turner. And out of bounds, the Pacers will take it. Here's a look at what's coming up for Boston. On Friday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets.
And you know, for that matchup with Atlanta, it's the 8th time they'll take the court in this fledgling season. They'll be prepared for a tough one there.
And Indiana with some changes. Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Jackson. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Neesmith. And it's McConnell in for Halliburton. A big group substitution here for Boston. Porzingis is checked in for Horford. Jaylen Brown comes in for Tatum. Derek White's checked in for Hauser. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Pritchard. Now here's White. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Cornette. And every team is looking for length on their roster.
Yeah, the reason, BA, is because of the quality and skill of shooting. Guys are coming across half court, and they can shoot the basketball at 35 feet. The reason you need length is there's more area to cover. Increasingly, Brian, it's getting harder and harder to play as an undersized guard in this league.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Doris, no secret how talented the international players are in the NBA, especially those from Canada.
Yeah, we've seen a number of Canadians come in and have a high level of impact for their team. For Mathurin, think about his availability his rookie year, played in almost every game, and this guy is a legit scorer at this level.
Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
So it's the Pacers now, following the bucket by Boston. For 3, Mathurin. Rebounded by the Celtics. There's 48 seconds left in the second period. White, the pass to Holiday. Back to White. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner. Of course, it's hard to pick one. But Derek White is in the running for best defensive guard.
It's so true, and what Derek White does perhaps better than any other guard is block shots. When we talk about top on-ball defenders, he's also on that list. You want to talk about somebody who can get in the passing lane and be disruptive, he's on that list. Truly can do it all.
Neesmith, he's checked in for McConnell. Now here's Siakam, still without a bucket. Over Porzingis, hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
That's why they call him Spicy P, cooking up a mid-range J. Go ahead, Pascal.
And he throws it down with one hand.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Indiana ahead, up by 3. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Al. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
Over at Spectrum Center, the Hornets will face off against the Raptors. Tip-off will be 7 o'clock Eastern. And returning now to that first half of our featured matchup, the strong play of Tyrese Halliburton has been a major contribution. Glad you could join us. Brian.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, you got to like what Tyrese Halliburton has done in this game.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Mathurin in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
First team foul.
On defense, the Celtics. They trail by 3. Halliburton with the ball. Now guarded by Brown. Three-pointer Mathurin drains the triple.
He's got that guard quickness. Mathurin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his third foul so far.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Halliburton pass to Nembhard. Nifty move. And it's good on the layup.
And it's no surprise they want to get him the ball to start this half.
Celtics trail by 8. Tatum passes to Holiday. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Downtown, Jaylen Brown.
You can see the work Jaylen Brown has put in to become a range shooter. Nice.
Here's Nembhard. The rebound, Celtics.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here. Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Here's Siakam. Tatum with some nice D. The Celtics have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And, of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
Yeah, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness. And just one of those nights for Tyrese Halliburton. He's kept his foot on the accelerator, and he's putting it to the defense.
And it's time to give you a look at the top three-point shooting teams from a year ago. The Celtics second.
Last year, they were so good at generating open looks from distance. That's why their three-point shooting was so high.
Two minutes into the second half of play now. Outside Tatum. Right wing. Outside Holiday. Launches it. The rebound by Nembhard.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Halliburton outside. Siakam with a screen on Holiday. Halliburton misses.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. Three-pointer, Holiday. Pacers with a rebound.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And Siakam gets it to go.
Now this guy continues to build his offensive skill set. Pascal Siakam with the mid-range jumper.
Hey, Tatum getting it done inside. Indiana leading by 9. And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's foul number 2 for him.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Nesmith, he's checked in for Matherin. The Celtics also with a sub. Pritchard's checked in for White. Here's Holiday. Nice D from Nembhard.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
You know, Doris, the last few years, Siakam has gotten back to attacking the rim like he once did.
To me, B.A., that's where he's at his best. He's got such length and creativity. You don't want to have to step in his path as a defender. Listen, he knows he's got to shoot the 3, but go to your first strength.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, that's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Here's McConnell. Outside Nesmith. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell. Nesmith's got 5.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Here's Holiday. Outside, Brown. Will it go? Fires in the triple.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
Pacers leading by 14. Here's McConnell. Another one falls for Indiana.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3 ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Brown, a screen on Toppin. Here's Hauser. Indiana with a rebound. Nesmith's got 4 rebounds now.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Indiana ahead, up by 16. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
We have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. They've got Torrey Craig. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Al Horford. And it's Hauser in at the 3. Pass to Toppin. Outside Nesmith. There's a screen by Toppin. To the middle. Craig with a steal. Now the Celtics on the move. Here's Tatum. And, yep, it's good.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Indiana leading by 14. Indiana making a switch here. Nembhard's checked in. Holiday's checked in for Boston. 1 minute in now in the 4th quarter. Here's Halliburton. He's got it. His 9th make out of 15 tries.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again. Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Pass to Halliburton. Three-pointer. Hauser grabs the board.
He started out strong. 3 threes in the first half, but the long ball has disappeared on him since.
Holiday passes to Tatum. Here's Hauser. Fires the 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And Indiana with some changes. Turner, he's checked in for Jackson. Siakam comes in for Toppin. And Mathurin subbed in for Nesmith. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
And Allie, thank you for that. You know, it's easy to focus on Jason Tatum scoring. But Doris, he's excellent in a number of areas.
Brian, he's a high-level rebounder. He now knows how to keep his teammates involved. He's competitive on the defensive end and willing to absorb a big-time assignment. He has got a complete game.
Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
Oh, that is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
Indiana leading by 11. Halliburton looking over the floor. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Brown, no good. The Pacers have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Porzingis 7-3 says not here and not now.
Tatum finds Holiday. And here's Brown for 3. The 3 is up. Siakam pulls down the board. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now. Back to Mathurin. Siakam, the pass to Halliburton. Brown with the steal. Tatum like a freight train coming. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Halliburton, the pass to Mathurin. Nembhard with it. Three-pointer, Halliburton. It's hauled in by White. Outside, Brown. Down low. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
One of the things you admire most is Jrue Holiday's versatility, his toughness, the overall impact. This is the kind of guy you win championships with.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. A minute 20 left to play in the fourth. Pacers leading by 9. Halliburton for 3. And Indiana misses again.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Brown, that's good.
How confident is Jaylen Brown in his handle? The dribble drive through traffic, really nice.
56 seconds left in the fourth. Turner, a screen on Brown. Three-pointer, Mathurin drills it from deep. And the Pacers lead by 10.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And here's Brown for 3. Can't hit that one.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Haliburton on the wing. So the Pacers take the win. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for...
Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. And tonight, we've got the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Boston Celtics. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. And now the opening lineup for Boston. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 down low. And for the Hornets, the guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Mark Williams is out there with Bridges. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. And early season action here tonight. RJ, you can see the bounce in the step of the players. They are refreshed and they are ready to go.
Everyone's locked in. It's early in the season. There is a different type of energy to get off to a good start.
Williams.
And there's one aspect of the game LaMelo's not going to ignore, keeping his teammates involved and the offense working as a unit.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Out to Bridges. Some nice passing here by Charlotte. Here's Ball. Rebound Boston. Outside Tatum. Up and in on the layup.
What muscle on that finish. It's hard trying to prevent Tatum from converting.
Richard, so many things about Jrue Holiday's game we love, but what impresses you most about his game?
Well, I know it's an easy answer, but it's his defense. It's hard to be a feared defender in the modern NBA, Kevin. But Holiday is such a pest at all times on that end of the floor.
Shots good by Miller.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Now here's White. Here's Brown. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Miller kicks to Bridges. Good. And Miller gets the assist.
Capable of scorching you from the perimeter. When Bridges has a great look, he takes it back.
And finished off by Brown.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Hornets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. They grabbed their own miss. Williams finds Miller. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's White. Sweet little floater.
Wow, now this is how you want to start your games. Flawless shooting so far.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. It's Miller on the wing. Pass to Bridges. The 3. And it's White with the rebound. The Celtics have gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here.
Tatum just has too much bounce right there. Better be careful. You're trying to stop that.
Charlotte shooting 43% since taking the floor today. Bridges outside. Now here's ball. Here's Williams. Bridges inside. Light covering. The kick out to Williams. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Williams has got his second basket.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball.
Pass to Holiday. Shoots over ball. The shot by Holiday, no good. Charlotte trailing. And RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together. That's something else.
There was some small talk going around about breaking them up. Good thing for the Celtic front office, they kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they have 5 trips to the conference finals. That is a ridiculous run.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. And some changes here for the Hornets. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Williams. Smith comes in for Josh Okogie. And it's Trey Mann in for ball. Bridges for 3. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
It's just a proven threat from beyond. And Bridges has a good feel for when to fire him from there.
It's stolen by Smith. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. For Boston, they've gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Horford the pass to Hauser. Brown outside. Good D by Miller. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Goes up. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
And what an incredible talent Miller is. What a ferocious finish there.
Brown inside. He's against Smith. A nice shot by Brown. Brown's got 6.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
First personal foul. First team foul. Number 2, Grant Williams.
16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Miller up on top. What a tremendous game he played against Toronto. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Miller's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside positions.
A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Hornets ahead, leading by and close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What stands out to you guys from the Hornets in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
On the floor for Boston. Horford is out there with Torrey Craig. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Hauser in at the 3. Here's Miller, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
And he loves that area. Miller can cause a lot of headaches for a defense with his ability from the mid-range.
Here's Hauser. That one falls.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Charlotte in the lead. Miller with a wide open look. Miller with another miss. And for the Celtics, they're shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. Yep, it counts. Horford's got his first points in this one.
And folks, this is Horford in his zone. He wasn't going to let that opportunity slip away.
Man passes to Miller. Nurkic setting the pick for Miller. To the paint. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. RJ, no matter what the situation, Nurkic is a monster on the glass, isn't he?
He had 31 rebounds in 2024. You never see that anymore.
Okogie's checked in for Smith. And he sinks the second. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
And the basket is good. Wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
Yeah, looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Look, I'm no doctor, and I know that might be a surprise to a lot of you people, but look, that looked pretty harsh, and he's certainly going to have to miss some extended time.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alteration. And the Hornets making a change here. Bridges checks in. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Holiday. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
They were very disciplined on that end of the floor, staying attached to shooters and disrupting plays with their active hands.
That one drops for him. Miller's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Horford against Bridges. Here's Pritchard. Great D that time from Nurkic. Hornets leading by 5. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, and we're just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
And it's Miller in the corner. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone.
And with his diverse game and 6'9" frame, Brandon Miller can score in bunches. And on nights like tonight, it's really hard to get someone to match up with him.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Ball's checked in for Charlotte. Brown is checked in for the Celtics. Derek White comes in for Pritchard. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Okogie. Rebounded by the Celtics. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Well, they weren't fighting through screens. Their closeouts and rotations were late. You name it, and let's just say they didn't do it on defense.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Here's Mann. Yep, that one goes. And the Hornets lead by 5.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
And counting, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. at the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Holiday, stolen by Ball. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Rebound, Boston. Tatum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Brown. It's good. This game is all even. Brown's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Pass to Okogie. Ball with a wide open look. They get it back. Okogie misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
White finds Porzingis. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting one.
Free throw off from Mann. Charlotte has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Ball driving to the basket. He gets it in there.
A magician put the ball in his hands. LaMelo making it look easy.
Here's Horford. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Hornets lead by 2. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Taking a look at Charlotte, they've been one of the bigger disappointments so far in the early goings. Some people thought they might be an elite team, and we haven't seen that at all. But the good news is there's still plenty of room and time to turn it around.
And now looking at the Hornets, a very close game so far.
Sometimes we overlook it, but the defense has been stinging.
And that's all for us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Brandon Miller has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And now, checking in with David Aldridge to see how Sam Hauser's injury is doing. David.
Hey, guys, the Celtics head athletic trainer gave me an update. And, guys, unfortunately, he has a collapsed lung. Obviously, that's very bad news. Now, it's just November, so they do have some time to make adjustments, but it's a blow nonetheless. Guys?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
And you just hate to see any injury, but potentially a serious one like this breaks your heart.
The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Bridges out there with Mark Williams. And it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. The drive by Ball.
And there's that athleticism. Man, does Ball get up fast for that one.
Boston trailing. Bridger, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Really left alone that time. Miller's got 15.
A huge reason Miller went so high in the draft. His three-point stroke is exactly what you want in a wing. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some data for White.
Last year, getting it done. And he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And again, you gotta love his commitment to excellence. He owns the free throw line. It's truly an impact part of his game. Looking at the Hornets, Greg, they're still in pursuit of their first trip to the NBA Finals.
And, Kevin, I hope it happens soon because their fan base deserves it. They've stuck with this team through some difficult years. It's about time they get rewarded.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. We can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Charlotte moving the ball around. Bridges finds Miller. Lets it go from 14. Again, the Hornets score.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 6 here in this quarter.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Outside ball. And the foul on Jrue Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him. Boston making a switch here. Richards checked in.
In for Boston, number 11, Peyton Pritchard.
Miller against Holiday. Miller, no up.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Miller against Holiday. Good D by Miller. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Pass to Bridges. Launches a 3. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
Miller outside. He makes his own shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
His second triple of the half. Well, look, that's 2 more than he had in the first, so things, I guess, are trending in the right direction.
Brown.
Oh, my goodness. Man. Come on, Jalen. That's just ridiculous.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. For Charlotte, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. There's Ball with the 3. Trains the three-pointer. Ball's got 7.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's Tatum. Hornets with the rebound. Okogie's got his 4th rebound in this one. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And stolen by Tatum. And Holiday, here we go. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 4 assists now tonight.
From an activity standpoint, Holiday is terrific. Keeps moving through the contact.
Inside, here's Miller, and Miller throws it down hard.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Holiday against Miller. Porzingis passes to Pritchard. And here is Brown. 43 seconds left in the third. And the shot goes in. Brown's got the game tied up here for Boston. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Here's Okogie. Great D that time from Tatum. Celtics have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Here's Ball. And there's another one for the Hornets.
Oh, sweet pull-up game from LaMelo. The young man has so much confidence in his ability.
Here's Holiday. Miller grabs the miss. Miller's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's Ball in the corner. 3-pointer. hits it from three-point range. Now it's a 5-point Hornets lead.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And so it's Brandon Miller making highlights for the Hornets. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. On the floor for Boston, Tatum in the front court alongside Horford. And it's Shireman in at the 2 spot.
At 7 feet, getting in Nurkic's way this close is hard to do.
Here's Tatum. Tatum slips by the contact inside.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Smith outside. Pass to Okogie. Five on the clock. For 3, Bridges. It's not going to go for him.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Here's Shireman. Horford dishes to Tatum. Here's Shireman. Here's Cornette. Rebound by Nurkic. Smith outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Charlotte.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes. Space in the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
And the Hornets making a change here. Williams is checked in. Drew Holiday is checked in for Boston. Celtics trail by 7. Here's Tatum. Tatum gets it inside.
This is how confident Tatum is. Knows he can score inside whenever he wants.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Brandon Miller, he's checked in for the Hornets. LaMelo Ball comes in for Trey Mann. And then for Boston, Porzingis is checked in for Luke Cornette. Brown comes in for Al Horford. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, during the break, listen in with Charles Lee and his team. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Thank you, David. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Williams has got the lead up to 9 now for Charlotte.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard. Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Porzingis with the steal. Tatum downhill. And the dunk by Tatum.
Gotta credit the heads-up defense by Porzingis. Gets the steal and starts the break.
We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Ball kicks to Bridges. Lets it go with the 3. Ball no good. Celtics trail by 7. Pass to Tatum. Porzingis with the ball. On the wing, Brown. On the wing, Holiday. Over Bridges. The shot by Holiday, no good. Hornets leading by 7. Miller outside. Rebound Boston. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's White. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
One of the most unselfish players in this league. That's a nice pass from Drew.
On the free throw, no good. Here's Miller. Nails the 16-footer. Miller's got 14 points here in the second half.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
And here's Brown outside. The Hornets pull it in. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Ball with the bucket.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
.116 left in the game. On the wing, Brown. Outside, White fires the 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
Those assist numbers from Brown have continued to creep up.
And the Hornets with possession here. 6-point lead. Here's Ball. And it's White with the rebound. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Here's Tatum. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
It's crazy. He's growing taller. He's adding more muscle. Tatum just becomes harder to defend in there.
And so Tatum nails them both.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
The trade. Ball no good. On the wing, Holiday. He's covered by Ball. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Hornets. 4-point game.
Second team foul.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Third personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for 2. LaMelo Ball.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Miller against Holiday. Good D by Miller. And they go to the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
At the line for Charlotte, LaMelo Ball. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
I'm not going to lie, that's big, making all of those, giving them a little bit more breathing room.
Now timeout called by Boston. They're behind by 7. What do you think, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
So it's the Hornets picking up the win. It was a fantastic ball game. And all right, DA, thanks again. And that'll wrap it.
We beat to rap, what key beat to lock, but I'm cool like that. I'm cool like that. I'm cool like that.